my boys, queens. Hope you got your crowns on. I'm your host, April. I'm living proof. If you have the right mindset, anything is possible. No one escapes negativity, but together you can overcome and learn how to live like the queen you are destined to be. So grab your teacups and let's have a royal chat. Hello, my boys, queens. I hope you got your crowns on. You too are my boys, kings. Welcome to another episode of Queen's Royal Chat. On today's episode, I'm going to be giving you all my birthing story of autumn. So sit back, relax, and let's just get right on into it. Okay, so where do I start? Okay, we'll start the morning of, but 1 second. I just want to let you guys know. She was 2 weeks early. She was supposed to be born on September 24th. Autumn decided to come on September 8th. Yes, she came on it was a Friday. I remember it like it was yesterday. So, I was just not expecting this because I thought I had a little bit of time because the doctor was saying that she was going to be on time or maybe a little bit late. That's what the doctors are now saying with first-time babies. So, I don't know any of this. This is my first time. I have no idea. So, the morning of, I was supposed to go to work that day, and I called out because I was having a lot of pelvic. It was like tightening of the pelvis. And I called the doctor's office, and I let the receptionist know what I was feeling and, things like that. I got a call back about maybe an hour later from the nurse. And the nurse basically just said that that's normal. She told me to relax, do a little bit of yoga, and take a warm bath is what I was told. All day long, this pain was like here and there. I would feel it 1 minute and then the next minute I'm fine. I'm fine. Around 8:30ish, almost 9, got off the phone with her dad. I just said, you know what? I'm going to get in a warm bath. So before I took my bath, I started doing a little stretching and just trying to relax my body and whatnot. Out of nowhere, I started feeling like I had to do number 2 after a while. And I was like, what in the world's going on? So it felt like I had to push. Push. And I'm pushing. Nothing's coming out. And I'm like, okay, what is going on? I'm pushing. And then as I'm pushing, right. Okay. As I'm pushing, something said for my body just all of a sudden, I guess was trying to hold it in. I was pushing, then I started holding it in. And I'm like, what is going on? I was so uncomfortable. I started begging God. I said, God, please, what is going on? Please, whatever this is, just please relieve me from this pain. Please, I'm begging. I was in so much pain. I didn't call any friends, any family. I called no one. I don't even know why. Certain situations that I go through sometimes, I just do it alone. And I just feel like God is there with me. So he'll walk me through it. And that night, he sure did. I remember I went to the bathroom. Then I remember coming back in the living room, sitting on the couch. And then all of a sudden, I was like wet. Like, I was like, what's going on? I just went to the bathroom and I was like, I'm all wet and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, what? So I didn't think nothing of it. I thought nothing of it. I'm sitting there in pain. I'm trying to rock myself to hoping that the pain would ease up if I rocked myself. It did not at all. So I decided to take that bath. Boss Queens, I decided to take that bath, okay? Got my water nice and warm, not too hot. I even put the little bubbles in the tub, make me a nice little bubble bath, make my body all unwind and. So I get in the tub and I I told you guys that if you heard anything, you know what that would be. So I sat in the tub, I'm getting myself all ready, getting my washcloth, getting everything all ready to sit down and relax. And I sit down and all of a sudden I feel like I have to push again. And I'm like, oh no, because I'm not sure if I'm going to do number 2 in the tub. So I'm like, oh no. So I'm loud and I'm like, oh no. And at that time I had my cat, Nyla. She was sitting on the bathroom sink. And she's looking at me as if like, what's going on with you? And I'm just like, oh no. So it was like Autumn was basically forcing herself to try to come out. So as I looked down in the tub, I saw, okay, forget the bubbles and all that, because I trust me, I seen it. I see a scalp and I see hair. As I'm looking down and I said, and my thought was, what the F? I panicked. And I was like, oh my God. And the only thing I could think of is, April, calm down. Get yourself, you've been in tough situations. Think. So as I'm thinking, I'm trying to think fast. And I jump out the tub so fast because I was so nervous and so scared. I picked the house phone, and I dialed the paramedics so fast, and I'm telling them, I think my daughter's coming. I saw her head in the tub. Please, someone come. And the paramedic is on the other line trying to calm me down and saying, okay, April, I can walk you through this. You can have this baby right now. You can have the baby. Just sit down. And I'm like, what? No. And I was just panicking. I was so scared, so frightened, because I didn't want to push her out and didn't know what to do. Her umbilical cord, I don't know what to do. So I didn't know if, I would have pushed her out and, anything would have happened. I had no idea, no clue. So I'm yelling on the phone and the paramedic already know I apologized, okay? So I apologized, but I was screaming, can they please get someone here? And thank God that the paramedics, they're not too far. They're I think it was 3-4 minutes from me. So they weren't far at all. And the gentleman stayed on the phone with me until they got there. So I directed them on exactly where to go and how to find me. And it wasn't even 5-6 minutes later, they were there at the door. And I'm steady in pain here and there. And the gentleman asked me, he said, April, are you able to get to the door, the main door? because my building, we don't have the intercom where you can buzz someone in. You have to physically walk out your doorway to the main hallway and let them in the building. So so as I'm walking out in the hallway to let the gentleman in, the paramedics in, at that point I was okay. Like, I think the contraction stopped at that point. I came, opened the door. They were so nice and so helpful. Are you okay? Let's get you inside. And, the one paramedic, he said, I'm going to go get the stretcher. So the other paramedic said, I don't know if we're going to have time. And I said, no, she's coming. She's coming. I don't think I'm going to last to the hospital. I said, she's coming. I don't think we're not going to last. As the other guy went out to get the stretcher, he's like, April, where's the towel? So I directed him on where the towels were, and he put everything down, and he said, now, when you feel the urge to push, I just want you to push. And, I'm sitting on the floor. I'm kneeling on my back is toward my couch, and I'm sitting on the floor. And out of nowhere, he's putting the towels down. And I said, oh, I feel it. It's coming. And then he said, okay, come on, just push. And one push, when I say she came out in one push, and he caught her one push. And it was so cute, everyone. Nyla was sitting there watching everything. I know she must have been so frightened because she's sitting there staring. This cat is staring like, what is going on? But Autumn came out, and I was like, my body was just relieved that she was out, to be honest. So by the time the paramedic got back in the apartment, he was looking around because he hears the baby, and he's like, what's going on? I just went to go I wasn't even going 5 minutes, and she was already there. So they were really, really nice, the paramedics. I think the paramedics at Southside Hospital in Bayshore. A big shout out. Huge shout out to you guys, and I heard that the next day they were talking about it in the paramedic office. They were talking about it. Oh, the young lady had a baby at like 12, because Autumn was born at 12:30 a.m. on September 8th, which was a Friday. And when I tell you guys, just seeing her, it was just like, it was a relief, but my body was actually out of it. I was so out of it. I can't even tell you guys. I was so exhausted. And then we get into the paramedic. We get into the van, and I felt another push. And I was like, wait, I got to push again. And then the paramedic was like, oh, just push it out. That's just a placenta. So I pushed one time, and that came out. And then I was relieved again. So that's her birthing story. Oh, but let me not forget. We get to the hospital, and it's like 20 people. Nurses, CNAs, and all, type of workers at the hospital. And they're cheering, and they're clapping, and saying congratulations. And I'm just... First of all, I look like a rag doll. Let me tell you guys, I had on a pink beach towel and some blue and white cloud-looking Crocs. Okay? With my hair, my ponytail was like, I think it was like leaning, my piece of my ponytail, and my bang, it was like glued in. It was horrible. So I did not look the part of coming into the hospital that, someone that just had a baby. But everyone was applauding, clapping. I'm just like, oh my God. In my head, I'm like, I'm going to kill these people. And it's so funny that, I've worked at this hospital for many years. So the one nurse, she's checking me out or whatever the case is. And she looks at me because she's like, wait, don't I know you from somewhere? Anyone that works in a hospital or any kind of medical field, when, they're like, didn't you worked for the TV and phone company? And I'm just sitting there like, yes. And she's like, I remember your face. And I'm just in my head like, ma'am, not right now. Like, not right now. But I get it. Not right now, though. And that was my birthing story for Autumn. She weighed 5 pounds, 7 ounces. She was 18 and a half inches. And she's just a bundle of joy. And right now, she is 6 months. Big girl. She's starting to roll over, starting to hold the bottle and reaching for everything. So that's my birthing story of Autumn. I thank God that she came and she was perfect. She was perfect. Nothing was wrong with her. I'm so thankful to God for that. I just want to let all the new moms and mothers that's already mothers out there, if you feel funny or anything doesn't seem right with you, go to your hospital, your nearest hospital. Don't wait. Don't ask questions. Just get up and go. Because that was me and a coworker was talking that morning. And I was supposed to go to the hospital. But I said, no, I want to wait and see what my OB tells me, what he tells me to do. I think that was the right, protocol. But, I don't like the way things, happen with the doctor and his practice. And I am no longer going to his practice. But Queens, if you feel funny, go to the hospital. I don't care if they send you back home. Just go. You feel funny, something's not right, you're thinking, just go. Don't even second guess yourself. Just go. That's all the only advice I can just say is, feel funny, anything seem wrong, go. Don't wait. Don't wait. Just go. That's all I can really say. And I would love to hear, because now that you heard my birthing story, I would love to hear you guys, Boys Queens. I want to hear your stories, please. I know, I've been watching on Lifetime. I think it's called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant or something like that. I'm like addicted to the show now. Don't judge me, but I'm addicted. I watch it every week. It's different scenarios of, you hear how people didn't even know they were pregnant, or you know what I mean? And it just amazes me to hear a different side, different stories. So, Boys Queens, I want to hear your stories. I want to hear them. I want to hear them all. So, well, that's all the time I have today, my Boys Queens. But I want to thank you all for listening, tuning in to my birthing story. And I can't wait to hear about you and your birthing stories out there. Until next time, keep it classy, keep it real. And remember, when that crown starts to tilt or just slide it just a little bit, don't worry about it. Why? Because we're going to fix it on the next episode of Queens Royal Chat. I am your host, April. Until next time.